Welcome to another episode of Cocktails and Canine Conversations with Laurie and Maria. Yeah.
Cheers.
When we started this little series that we're doing, it was all about connection. It was bringing people together. We want to bring pet parents together, and of course Maria and I want to get together and have an excuse to eat and have cocktails. So we're here tonight, we're celebrating the holiday season, and we have our husbands here, Dan and Dave, and Dave is cooking us some dinner.
Yay!
Yes.
We love when Dave cooks.
I know.
Normally it's wings. Oh wait,
There's Dave.
Good timing here because I needed a wine. If that's okay.
Dave,
Hello.
Dave needs a refill. Yeah, your head's cut off. Your head's cut off.
Hello.
So-
Yeah, I'm tall. So good news and bad news. You know, you're being rude. We're trying to
She wants some dinner too.
She does. Good news and bad news. We're not having wings tonight. We are having a ribeye over charcoal with a gorgonzola cream sauce with peppercorns and baked potato and a fresh salad.
Wow.
You're making this very difficult.
She does.
Anyway,
That's what dogs do.
dogs
I'm
do.
gonna get my Christmas wine,
Yeah.
and I will get out of your way.
Dave's our chef, and we always have good food, but I have to say this might beat steaks.
Yeah.
Or might beat wings. The steaks might be wings.
Might be wings.
Yeah.
Well, we have Dan here, so we need to impress Dan.
That's right.
All right,
That's
go.
right.
Because you need to go cook.
Enjoy.
Dave's
Love you.
cooking, and tonight we're going to talk about something that is holiday appropriate, and that is getting a puppy for the holidays. What do you think about getting a puppy for the holidays, Maria? You have your stocking there, filled with a furry friend.
Yeah, so if you're going to do a puppy for the holidays, please don't do it as a surprise. Please don't do it as a surprise. This is not a good
Present.
Present.
This, however, might be a
That's
good present.
a great present
right?
for the stocking under the tree, but a puppy isn't necessarily a good present under the tree. Now, what I can tell you is if you've decided as a family that this is the time and this is a good fit and you're ready, then this is a great present. But please don't do it as a surprise, because so many times people will say, and I'm an emotional buyer, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to go get a puppy. This is going to be great. Until the reality sets in, because the reality isn't always the same.
Right.
So if you're ready, get your puppy. If you're planning on giving a puppy to someone, make sure they're ready.
Yes,
Don't
and that
surprise them.
happens a lot. So in my nonprofit, Pities Love Peace, when January hits, we start getting phone calls. And it is because my granddaughter got me a puppy, my niece gave me a puppy, my boyfriend bought me a puppy, and people they weren't prepared.
They weren't ready.
They didn't really want a puppy, and maybe the puppy's adorable and cute, but it was an impulse buy, and that sets that puppy up for failure.
Yeah, and it's not fair to the puppy. It's not fair to the person. And like I said, I think we talked about this in one of our previous filmings. You know, think about your lifestyle. Think about your exercise ability. Think about your age. Age is huge. You know, it's huge. If you're too old to handle a puppy, don't get a puppy. Yeah. I'm too old to handle a puppy.
They're a lot of work. Puppies are a lot of work.
You know, there are older dogs that can be available to you.
Yeah.
But giving a gift, as lovely as it is and as sweet as it is, that novelty can wear off very quickly when the reality kicks in.
Yes.
And when the work kicks in.
Yes.
So make sure that person's ready.
Yeah. As a trainer, do you see after the holidays, you get those phone calls from people that say, my son got me a puppy for Christmas? Do you see that sometimes?
I have on occasion.
Yeah.
I don't think it happens as much to me as it does to a rescue.
Yeah.
Because I think that those that are going to relinquish their dogs to a rescue have had it. Yeah. They weren't ready. They weren't thinking about it. They weren't mentally prepared. Me, if someone says, we were talking about it and my son showed up with a puppy, awesome. But you were already thinking about it, so now we can move forward with the training.
Right, right. And from a rescue standpoint, we see every year, January, February, and March. Generally, it takes a little bit of time for that novelty to wear off that you mentioned. But we get an influx of puppies every year into our rescue, and they end up in shelters, or quite often they're 6, 8, 9 months old when the adolescent chaos begins, and they realize, my gosh, I've gotten in over my head, and this gift wasn't as good as maybe I thought it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had someone come to me one time, and it wasn't a Christmas gift, but I had someone come to me one time and she said, so I need to talk to you. And I was like, okay. She's a friend of mine. She said, someone just gifted me a puppy. And I said, were you ready for that? And she was like, no. I said, well, what do you want to do? Because you have the right to say, that's just not, I'm not ready for that.
Right.
It's not my time. And she said, well, we're going to make it work because it was a gift and God love her.
Yeah.
And she did. She put it in training right away. She worked with me, and now the dog is thriving. But at the time, mentally, she wasn't prepared for that. She wasn't ready.
Right.
You know, and that, as much as a gifted dog, puppy, older dog, whatever it is, seems like the right thing, if the owner that you're gifting it to is not ready, it's not the right thing. It's just not. We have to be fair to ourselves and fair to those dogs.
Right, for sure. And I think one of the things that I hear quite a bit through Playful Pups and Pities Love Peace, it's an older person and their children think they're lonely.
They're lonely.
And they get them a dog for companionship. And sometimes it's a puppy, and it might be a 70, 80-year-old person that really has no desire to have this young puppy trolloping through the house, right?
But they're cute.
Yeah. They're cute. And so I think the sentiment is amazing, right?
It is.
You want to do something for somebody that you love and that you care for. Companionship of a dog, I mean, I think we can all attest. Oh my gosh, we can all attest that there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. But if you're not mentally and physically prepared and financially prepared to bring that puppy in and provide it with everything it needs, then you're doing a disservice to the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to yourself.
Right.
In all reality, you're doing a disservice to yourself. The girl that I was just referring to, she mentally prepared herself to make it work. Great. Love that. Some people can't do that.
Right.
You know, so if you're thinking about, I would like to get this for you, let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about, what kind of dog would you like? I would love to get you a dog. How often could you get the dog out walking? How comfortable are you at? You know, if you have an elderly person that you want to get a dog for companionship, find that right match. There's lots of dogs out there.
Yeah.
Find
older
that right
dogs
match.
that are nice and calm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They can walk around the block once and everybody's fine.
Yeah.
You know, versus a puppy who's going to want to go around the block 6, 7 times and still have energy. So find that right match and have that conversation with the person. It's only fair to them. Do you agree?
Right.
It's only fair to them that they know that this is coming.
Yes.
If you want to do it, that's awesome. But have that conversation.
Right, absolutely. Because the consequences for the puppy that isn't wanted can be extreme, right? Some people will make it work and they will have a wonderful relationship with that dog. They're going to end up falling in love with it. So quite often it might work out. But then you have the alternative where it doesn't work out. The person's not happy. It causes a lot of undue stress because puppies, especially puppies, more so than an adult dog, they take a lot of work and a lot of effort, and not everybody is prepared or wants to do it.
Right. I think we just need to be fair to ourselves.
Right.
And to that dog.
Right. Absolutely.
Let that dog find the home for them, and let's find the right dog for us.
Right. Absolutely. And make sure the time is right.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's more important.
Anything else that we want to talk about for the holidays other than enjoy some good wine?
Yes.
Have fun with your family and friends. Make
Yes.
sure you take time to connect, to relax, to enjoy the holiday season.
Yeah.
It's
Holidays can be really stressful.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But we don't need to make them stressful.
Yeah.
Find the people that make your life work. Find the people that fulfill your life.
Yeah.
And connect with those people.
Yes.
And enjoy the holidays. They're a beautiful thing. And find that person and those people that matter.
Yeah.
Just like you.
Well, the personal connection that you have with friends, it's second to none, right?
It is.
And we can involve our dogs, family, friends. There's so much fun that we can do, and I think there's so much ability to have more inner peace, more happiness, more joy, not just at the holidays, but all year round when we make time for that connection.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
Laurie and Maria signing off.
Cheers.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone.